Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. It's time for our WNBA 5-pack from Ramon Scott for this big 5-game card from WNBA. You'll find Ramon's premium place over at Tony'sPicks.com, where he's doing great work here in baseball over the past 7 days. Over 360 units of profit. Let's bring him in right now, ready to roll here with Ramon Scott. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, we saw some exciting playoff action for sure. We got our money's worth on Friday night in the postseason, and I'm here to join you on Saturday, Tony, for the biggest day in the WNBA so far this season. 5-pack for you, Tony. It's one of those Christmas gifts. You took one off the 6-pack and you left me with 5.
That's right, a 5-pack here for WNBA. We get started here 10 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. CBS has Liberty at the Lynx. We see the Liberty here laying 6.5 here, total 165.5.
Tony, CBS, yes, this is big time. CBS starts their contract with the WNBA with nationally televised games, 8 of them in the regular season this year. So, yeah, this is part of the next step up here. Yeah, they've had a good contract before. This is pretty big, and they'll show a pretty nice game here to start their coverage with the Lynx coming in, taking on the Liberty, and maybe because the Lynx have played pretty well. I mean, this was scheduled to be the game, but the Lynx have off to a pretty good start here. A franchise that has a lot of great history, and they've tailed off a couple of years, but Minnesota is off to a 2-1 start. Third game in 4 days, and they do play at Atlanta on Sunday. I hope they've got a good charter. Hint, hint. And so, Tony, they're 3-0 against the spread, though, are the Lynx right now. Despite that one loss, they lost to Connecticut 83-82 in overtime, but still pretty good. You know, Minnesota right now, Tony, number one in the in WNBA in scoring offense. They're also number one in field goal percentage, assists, steals, also, Tony. So they play in defense as well, mostly with great guard play with Courtney Williams and McBride this season. For the Liberty, they're good. We know they're good. I mean, they're already standing out with a 4-1 record with road wins at Washington, at Indiana. Those teams are not very good this season, but they have started off pretty well. But we'll note, just like several of these good teams in the WNBA, 4-1 record, but 1-4 against the spread. That loss to Chicago. Remember, we've been on Chicago. We recommended Chicago in that game. Chicago won 90-81. For Minnesota, Diamond Miller, she will miss this game with a knee injury. She's out. She's been giving them 15 minutes, pretty solid play. So a little bit of a factor here, I would say, but I'm still going to take the Lynx. They seem to be playing very, very well. I'm sure we're going to get a really good game here, and I'm willing to take the points in this one with a team that's 3-0 against the spread right now. A little bit worried. 3 games in 4 days, and a game on the road tomorrow, but I'm going to take the points here.
All right, Mo Scott, click the link below for his best bets, Liberty and Lynx. The pick here will be on the Lynx, plus the 6, plus 6.5. Do your online shopping, get the best number. All right, guys, please use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. Let's continue here on our WNBA 5-pack here for the big card on Saturday as we get ready here for the next game here on the board here. So we'll move the chains a bit here, and we're going to get to it right here. Sun and Sky here. We're seeing the line coming in here. Looks like the Sun about 6.5 on the road. We see the total 157.5.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably not going to stop rolling here a little bit with the Sky. 2-1 record, 2-1 against the spread. They've won 2 straight. They had that win over New York. So pretty good right now. Marina Mabry's been a big part of it so far for Chicago. 21 points in that win over New York. Reese had 13 and 9. So Chicago, we talked about how they've kind of rebuilt their roster here a little bit. And I was taking a look at them, Tony, here. Maybe a future. I did take a future actually on them at 45-1 to win the WNBA championship. Here, they're an underdog certainly, but they proved something to me against the Liberty. And I do like the way they built this lineup here with some veterans. Remember, as I said, they've added a couple of WNBA lottery picks that were out of the league for 3 and 4 years here. So that's what the way they've chosen. Now, only one of them is really making an impact here, but still, the Sky have kind of rebuilt this situation to go along with their prized rookies. Remember, one's even out of the lineup still. For Connecticut, they are 4-0, but 1-3 against the spread, Tony. Just like a lot of these good teams laying too many points here. Maybe these margins are starting to come down. You see the line here seems a little bit reasonable. You have Alyssa Thomas for Connecticut. She is playing very, very strong right now, but it's going to be a tough matchup with Mabry. I think that's one thing about Marina Mabry. She's pretty much strong on both ends, and I would think that she could handle. She's probably mostly matched up with DeWanna Bonner, who's been playing well, and I think Bonner has a tough situation here, and I think it could be tough also for Brianna Jones here. I think Chicago is a bit of a surprise defensively as well. I'm going to take the Sky here, Tony, at home, plus 5.5 points against the Sun.
Ramon Scott here. Click the link below for his premium picks. Sun and Sky. Pick will be the Sky plus 5.5 plus 6. Do your line shopping. Get the best number. All right, let's continue on, guys. Remember that promo code 20 at checkout will save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. All right, let's continue on here. Let's get it ready here for the next game here on our 5-pack. It will be Mystics and Storm. We see the Storm 8.5. The total coming at 165.
Yeah, these teams met last Sunday. Seattle won at Washington, 84-75. Getting some great play so far this season from Jewel Lloyd, and Skylar Diggins-Smith is starting to step up. I'm a little bit worried about the scoring depth of Seattle, but they are starting to move along here after the 85-83 win against Indiana. Seattle won at Washington. I said here between these two teams met. Washington is 0-5 right now, but 3-1-1 against the spread, 2-0-1 against the spread on the road. It's the third game of the trip here, though, for Washington. They lost 70-68 at LA. They lost 83-80 at Phoenix. So competitive but lost. And I think here maybe we'll see a little bit better offensive production from Washington. Now Shakira Austin it looks like she is going to miss this game. Actually, Sykes is still out as well. It could open things up for Seattle to get another victory. I'm going to end up going over 161. Like I said, they played to 159 last week at Washington. I think with that way Seattle's playing offensively right now with Lloyd, with Magmagor as well, I'm going to end up going over here at 161 or so with Washington and Seattle on Saturday night.
All right, Ron Scott, click the link below for his best bets. Mystic and Storm. Take this one over 161 now. Do your line shopping. Get the best number. At this hour, there's a lot of variance in the numbers, but you guys make sure to get the best number. All right, let's continue on here, guys. Remember the promo code 20 at checkout will save you 20% off Ramon's best bets. All right, let's continue on as we get ready here for the next game here on this 5-game card from the WNBA. Goes to NWNBA TV. This one goes to, there's no WNBA TV. It's just NBA TV here. NBA TV has Aces here at hosting the Fever. The Aces laying 14.5, total 172.5.
Hold on, Tony. I might, let me hold on here. Start WNBA TV on Monday. Become rich. Okay, I got it. Got the plan here. Hey, Tony, good news. The Fever won. Anybody here? I got your update. It was late on Friday night, so you might have missed it. The Fever won at LA, 78-73. Caitlin Clark, her shot was a little bit off. Didn't shoot as much in the game, but maybe because they were clanking a little bit. She thinks every shot's going in. I get that. No problem. Keep shooting, Caitlin. But, when they did go down, Tony, at the end of the game, and not only did Clark have 2 big key field goals late in the game, late in the victory there, but she also had 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, a season low, 2 turnovers. All those other categories were season highs. So I'm here to give you the Caitlin Clark report. here in this one, Tony. The Aces come in. Chelsea Gray will be questionable. They're a big favorite here. Obviously, the Fever are on a back-to-back. I'm here with you, Tony, late Friday night, giving you this update. The game just ended a couple of hours ago. It is a short trip here, certainly, over to go and take on Las Vegas here in Vegas. We know it's, a real simple 40, 45 minute flight. That's not the point. This is still the WNBA back to back. Going to be a little bit tough here, I would think, on this Fever team, as great as a job as they've done. Remember, Tony, I'm said it every time now that they are 1-5. They're still 4-2 against the spread. I'm going to lay it, though. I'm going to think here. I think there will be some struggles with the Aces if they keep laying these 2 touchdowns here from the bookmakers, but I'm going to try this travel factor a little bit. I won't say travel factor. Let's just call it time factor, Tony. Here, turnaround for Saturday night. I'm going to take the Aces and lay 14 and a half, 15. I even see a 15 and a half out there. So obviously, the early limits, the bettors aren't afraid here to maybe lay it with the Aces even after the victory for the Fever on Friday night.
All right, Ramon Scott, click the link below for his premium picks. Fever and the Aces. Likes the ace here, laying the 14.5. Do your line shopping to get the best numbers. All right, let's continue here on our WNBA five pack here, guys. You'll see the promo code Tony T there at checkout. Save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. Let's continue here as we get ready for Game 5 from this 5-pack for Saturday. Wings at Mercury. Mercury 3, total 166.5.
Yeah, Tony, a little bit of move here on the Mercury. I know they've won 3 straight. Dallas has dropped 2 in a row now. I'm supposed to not be much problem here, with Dallas. But right now, Natasha Howard, she did suffer a broken foot. I don't know if that's part of the move here. Wings were a 1.5-point favorite when this opened. Natasha Howard is a pretty strong player. Now, what Dallas did do is they went out and signed a former Phoenix Mercury player, star, I'd say near star, Monique Billings, and she scored 20 points and had 10 rebounds against Atlanta in her first game. She was signed after Howard broke her foot and is going to miss some time. And Billings said in the postgame, I didn't even have a team last week, so she's pretty thankful. And 20 and 10, you got to wonder what Phoenix. Well, hey. No problem. You got to make roster moves, roster decisions. So Dallas picks up Billings and does a nice job here. But still, Phoenix is earning the favoritism here. The line is moving towards Phoenix. They've won 3 straight, including wins over Las Vegas and Washington so far this week. Kalia Copper has been the real star of this team, Tony, and one of the biggest stars in the league right now. She currently leads the league with 28.5 points a game. Second in the league, Arike Ogunbowale, the Dallas Wings star. She's averaging 28 points. You got the league's 2 top scorers in this game here tonight. Phoenix has made 37 three-pointers in 3 games. No team has ever made that many three-pointers to start the season here. So maybe that's a little bit of the Phoenix momentum as well, and I'm going to lay it. I think this is a move that I'm going to kind of trust here. Laying 3.5, but I'm going to do it here with Phoenix over Dallas on Saturday night.
Ramon Scott here. Click link below for his premium picks. Wings Mercury. It's Mercury lane 3.5 again. Do your line shopping. Get the best numbers. All right. You see that promo code Tony T at checkout. Save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. All right. We got through our 5-pack. Now it's time to take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for the big Saturday card. See Ramon having a great the past 7 days in Major League Baseball. We got a 15-game card from Major League Baseball. Singles from the NBA and NHL. 5 from the WNBA. Of course, peripheral plays in action here. Soccer as well as your MMA. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, Tony, playoff action on Saturday, of course. We had the premium pick winner with the New York Rangers in a thriller, obviously, on Friday night. We're going to come in with Major League Baseball. Yeah, we're starting to roll a little bit in the major leagues. Hey, there's always volatility in the major leagues, and I'll figure it out and get to winning, and that's what we've done here now over the last week plus. Just get some consistent winners going in the major leagues. That's what you need to do, build a little momentum, and we've done it. So grab the 3-day all sports pass. You know what time it is. It's a holiday here. A thank you to the families that had the ultimate sacrifice with your loved ones that dutifully serve this country and enjoy this 3 day weekend. Why not grab a 3 day all sports pass and ride through that Memorial Day holiday here on Monday in Major League Baseball? We'll have action for you. Day games here, Tony, for a few days in a row. So make sure you're riding with me over at Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium big packages. I'll be rolling in Major League Baseball on Saturday, where I've definitely been heating up. So why not ride with me this weekend by grabbing that 3 day pass for $99? You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout, get it down to just $80 here for 3 days worth of action. You'll get probably upwards of 25 plays from me here over the weekend, the extended weekend here on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Of course, I'll have daily packages also on those days, including tomorrow with our sports card with action in the NBA and NHL, the 2 playoff games for Saturday, and of course, a big NBA card here as well. So, a Major League Baseball card as well, Tony. So, check us out over at Tony'sPicks.com on Saturday and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% every time, not just me, not just on the day packages, any of these packages. You can use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. So hit us up over at Tony'sPicks.com. I'm going to be up tonight, Tony, watching some of the action from tennis and soccer and getting ready for a nice weekend here at Tony'sPicks.com.
All right, guys, got to go with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the great results here in baseball last 7 days, 362 units of profit, all documented. So when you go to Ramon's handicapper page, go down to pick history, you'll see all the plays. Click the link in the description, land right here and get on board with Ramon. You guys like that 3-day pass here on the weekend. Lots of action here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I should say. And, of course, the 1-day passes, best bets, 3-packs. Those will be profit guarantee, meaning the most earn profit or the amount you purchase is credit back to your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. So get on board. So whichever you choose, use that promo code and Tony T at checkout. You'll save that 20% off. Again, click the link in the description and land right on Ramon's page and get signed up. All right, Ramon also hosts the morning steam here every day on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel live at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, I'll give you a pick from every game from the major board as well as the peripheral sports out there. So make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, set notifications so you're notified when Ramon's live here on the show. And, of course, he'll also give you picks on those peripheral games. And, of course, the co-host is the chat. It is a chat-generated show here, so you guys can chime in with your picks in the chat room. They'll be read over the show. Ramon, I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you tomorrow.